Here we are, retail wrap number 16, not as sweet as some, or maybe as sweet as me. And we are here in Virginia, South Australia at Nicol Carrots. And it's a farm. Let's get straight into it. There's another supermarket that's saying they're actually supporting local. Recently, this was a double spread in the Adelaide Advertiser. Drop into Aldi for great local quality, proudly supporting local. Hey Aldi, this is our hometown here and we've been supporting local since 1974. So it's great to see that you've joined the party. They have also put advertisements out showing what they contributed to the SA economy. Interesting, $168 million to help South Australia grow. Please guys, the independent sector has been supporting local for a very long time, and that's what's making things great, definitely in this state and even in Australia. It's crucial that everyone supports independent first and then foreign last. That's my point of view. So as an independent, we're always supporting local. So to come into this town and having to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars as one of the biggest spenders in marketing, and to actually convince the public that you are local. Now, surely the public doesn't buy that Aldi is local.
She doesn't even go here.
I understand that Aldi, you pay your 30 cents in the dollar tax. But what I also understand, Aldi, your profit gets taken offshore. And we know that you do that. So you're the 5th biggest retailer on the planet. I know where the profits of the independents go, and in most cases, they go back into the community. They go back into paying your full amount of tax that goes and builds the sports ground, that goes and builds the pool down the road. It's crucial for us to make sure that everyone understands that you need to support local. And I'm not saying Drake's is in local, I'm saying local is every single business out there. Whether it's the local butcher shop, the local baker shop, or the local chemist, you really need to make a decision on where you shop, because you'll be surprised at how important that is. I implore you to shop local and think with your feet. As you can see on the graphic, this was the wording used on a label of thawed green cutlets imported from China. It was posted on the Woolworths Facebook page that caused major debate about the actual wording. As you can see, it says not to be used as bait. Good enough for humans, but not good enough for your bait. There's a little bit of history on this. Let's do a deep dive into it. If we go back to 2017, the federal government placed a temporary ban on importation of green prawns into Australia. This was due to the outbreak of white spot disease, mainly in Queensland. White spot syndrome virus is a highly contagious viral disease of crustaceans. Outbreaks of the disease have wiped out the entire population of many prawn and shrimp farms in places throughout the world. The disease is deadly to prawns but harmless to humans. And the ban was brought in place as it could be a major threat to the Australian aquaculture industry, and it would put it really at risk, where contaminated prawns would end up in our local waterways after being purchased from supermarkets or delis or seafood shops. And this could be used as bait. In 2017, recreational fishing lobby group Sunfish Queensland's technical advisor, Dr. Barry Pollock, said the main outlets, mainly the big supermarkets, there is no warnings on the deli counters that the prawns should only be used for human consumption and not for bait. The biggest problem is the prawns in the deli section. The Australian prawn industry is worth approximately $360 million, and we import around $50 million in prawns annually. Although the ban has lapsed since 2017, new import conditions now must apply. Exporting countries must confirm their products have been tested and found free of the white spot virus and the yellow head virus, are fit for human consumption, and packages are marked human consumption only, not to be used for bait or feed for aquatic animals. It may seem a little bit strange to see the wording on imported products, but it's actually the right thing to do. When you see the ticket, it makes you wonder, far out, is it actually good enough for humans? It really does strike a bit of alarm, and you can see why the public might get a bit up in the air about it. But the reality is they're actually just following the guidelines. Is this all being brought upon because of Australia's need for importing a cheap prawn? you really have to ask yourself, would you want to go buy a prawn and get it super cheap, which I'm surprised there's only $50 million of export and we've got $360 million being sold throughout the industry. What do? In the supermarket environment, we got to sell products that consumers want. And there are people that are looking for a lower cost product. I totally understand that. We're just lucky that we are in a country that has some of the best produce in the world, and in this case, some of the best seafood in the world. So for me, it's just another reason why you need to be supporting local. Finger licking good. KFC have come to the party here as they're going to open in Australia their first drive-through only KFC. So you can't go and eat in. The concept store in Newcastle, New South Wales will allow customers to order their meals through the KFC app. There will still be lanes for traditional drive-through order via the speaker and the old menu, while other lanes will be priority for the app and website orders. This is set to speed up service and cater for the growing food delivery industry. Is this keeping on trend with the likes of Uber Eats? I believe it is. So let's face it, does this take fast food to another level? Will this be the end of food in restaurants moving forward? Now, I think we're a long way off that. I don't know about you, but good fast food needs to be eaten really quickly after ordering it. When you order your fast food, do you like to eat it there when you order it, or do you like to put it in your car and take it home? Leave comments below. I'm very interested in this. So now this is an interesting story. CSIRO have been working with Gatera, looking at the sex lives of flies, which could be the key to tackling food waste. So does this mean there's going to be more flies? So So go stay tuned for these flies. There's definitely a fly outtake in this thing. If you could have a look at that signage, it wouldn't be pretty. They have been looking at the lighting, temperature, moisture, and the diet to find the perfect conditions that will encourage mating, which means being able to breed more insects to eat through food waste and turn it into compost. Therefore, less landfill, less emissions, and being able to produce nutrient-rich fertilizer. That would be a very interesting case study, wouldn't it? Imagine the scientists working on that. You'd see all sorts of things, I'm assuming. But seriously, has anyone seen the movie The Fly?
Help me, please.
Be very afraid.
What could possibly go wrong?
Second generation family business, been on this site in Virginia for 50 years. I'm proud that a local supermarket and retailer has actually supported local product, because that's very important and special to me.
So there you have it, Retail Wrap 16. A bunch of stories there. As you can see, we're very passionate about supporting local. We don't just talk about it, we actually do it. And I really do appreciate everyone watching. The team's excited about the content we're producing. And thanks to everyone that actually does comment and inboxes us, because that's where we do base all of the Retail Wraps on. So please remember to like and subscribe. And we're going to come out with some retail snaps as well. The danger was the spread. The danger was the spread of the disease. What are these fish eating? They're eating prawns? I thought it was just for us. CSIRO has been working with Gatera